Namaste viewers and listeners. Myself Dr. Brahmdar Sharma, Associate Professor Kumar Vritya, Sri Shirdi Sai Baba Ayurvedic College, Rainwal, Jaipur. Today we are going to talk about a very interesting topic, breath holding spells. It is a psychosomatic disorder seen commonly in children between 6 months to 6 years. Its onset start before 18 months of age. The term breath holding spell is actually a misnomer as these are not self-induced but result from a immaturity of autonomic system. The spells can be either pallid or cyanotic, commonly seen in developmentally normal child, occurring numerous times a day to one episode a year. Its frequency is very wide. When we see its etiology, the family history has very important role. Maximum it present in 35% of children with positive family history. It shows its genetic association. Deregulation of autonomic nervous system or maturational delay in myelination of brainstem theory is also very popular. Altered selenium level and antioxidant level in children with breath holding spell is also found. The psychological theory, the child uses the attack or its threat to assert himself and to express his anger or protest to parents. In many cases, history of iron deficiency anemia was found. What is the pathogenesis behind this? Both type of spells result from reflex changes that reduces cerebral blood flow. The first type is the pallid breath holding spell. Maybe due to the parasympathetic system mediate cardiac inhibition leading to bradycardia. The primary mechanism is due to increased vagal tone leading to cerebral hypoperfusion. The next type is cyanotic breath holding spell, which does not occur during inspiration but result from prolonged expiratory apnea and intrapulmonary shunting. Next, iron deficiency anemia is known to prolong the duration of asystole during spells. Low level of hemoglobin result in reduced oxygen carrying capacity and prolonged cerebral anoxia. What are the clinical features? Episode start between the age of 6 to 18 months. Its frequency varies from many per day to only few irregular intervals and may increase during the second year of life. Typical characteristic sequence: first, a provocative stimulus, any atmosphere change, any demand, any anger sign, then change into apnea and color change, depends on its type, then limpness followed by abnormal posturing like twisting, and then stupor or unconsciousness. First one is cyanotic breath holding spell, the most common type. About 75% cases are found with cyanotic breath holding spell. Usually occurs in response to anger, leading to vigorous cry, then hyperventilation. Then child hold his breath, usually in expiration, followed by apnea and rapid onset of cyanosis. This is the sequence. May or may not be followed by loss of consciousness. Abnormal posturing or repeated convulsive twitching is also there. Usually regains consciousness within a minute and resume normal activity after its attack. Next type is pallid breath holding spells. Almost in 25% of children, usually occur in response to fright and pain or an unexpected event. The child may grasp to cry, stop his breathing, become hypotonic and loses consciousness. Clonic movement may occur, sometime associated with prolonged asystole. After regaining consciousness, pallid spells occasionally followed by sleep for several hours. How we diagnose this case? It depends only on good and detailed clinical history, describing the entire episode as and when it occurred. It must also include precipitating events like emotional stimuli or trauma or any demand. Presence of urine incontinence, uprolling of eyeball and deviation of mouth are commonly seen in seizures, especially if not preceded by the cry. It is the minor difference between a seizure and breath holding spell. A complete physical examination including growth and development assessment, especially cardiovascular examination for rhythm disturbance. No imaging or a specific lab investigation is necessary to make this diagnosis. Most important thing is management. First one is counseling. Reassure to parents regarding the benign nature of breath holding spells in the mainstream of treatment. You have to counsel the parents about its nature, that it will go after 5 to 6 years automatically. During the episode, parents are requested to place the child in lateral recumbent position as it shortens cerebral anoxia. Elemental iron therapy must be initiated in all children with breath holding spells with or without iron deficiency anemia to reduce the frequency and severity of the spells. The dose is 5 mg per kg per day for 16 weeks. Atropine in dose of 0.01 mg per kg twice or thrice per day has been shown to be effective in pallid type. Use of paracetam 40 mg per kg per day is proven to be safe and effective in severe breath holding spell. Prognosis: as child grows, spell decreases. What is the Ayurvedic management? Sattvaavjay Chikitsa ever come first in any psychological disorder, counseling for parents about its nature of disease, then uses of Medhya drug like Mandukparni, Brahmi, Shankpushpi, Guduchi, Jatamasi, Ashwagandha, Vacha, Yasti Madhu, Kapikachu, Saraswat Grat, Abhay Grat, Brahmi Grat, Nasya from Panch Indriya Vivardhan Tel, very important Swarna Prashan, in market preparation syrup Mantate, syrup Cognium, in iron preparation Punarnava Mandur, Loha Basma, Dhaturi Loh, market iron preparations Manol Malt from Charak Pharma, Amiron from Amil Pharma. For deworming Vidanga Churn, Krami Mudgar Ras and Vidangarist. Shirodhara and Nasya has very important role in this management. Thank you very much.